I have a confession to make. Hey guys, it's just Anna, and it's time for a tag video. This tag is called the Reader's Confessions tag. This tag was created by Bookish Cinders. I'll leave the original video down below, and I was tagged by Emily from The Lovely Books. Thank you, Emily, for tagging me. I can't wait to get into the questions. First question. Have you ever damaged your own books? I try to take care of my books as much as possible, but there always is going to be a slight damage done to like anything from like water damage or the spine damage or anything, but all my books are pretty well taken care of. But my oldest books, like Twilight series, the dust jackets on those are really damaged. They're like old and they're a little crumbled and a little broken at the tops and the ends, and I really wish I had new editions of those, but the dust jackets are like really hard to take care of. Another book that has a little bit of damage is The Host. Has a little like spine damage at the bottom. I do not know how this happened. I'm guessing I did it, but I don't know how it happened. But it got like torn. I don't know if you can see that, but it got like torn right there in the spine. It gets on my nerves because it's like you can see the inside of the book, and it's frustrating. So yeah, that's a little damage there. Another book that has a lot of damage is 100 Years of Loneliness by Gabriel Garcia Marquez. 100 años de soledad. It has burn marks on it, and it's really like crumpled because I did not like this book. I use this book for my straightening iron. When I like go straighten my hair, I put the iron on here so it doesn't burn my desk. It just burns this book. You're probably like, oh my god, how could you do that? But I know I'm not going to read this ever again, and there's millions of editions of this. I can just go buy another one. They're really cheap. But yeah, burn marks. Sorry. Have you ever damaged a borrowed book? No, I have never damaged a borrowed book because I don't borrow books. Simple as that. How long does it take you to read a book? It depends on the length of the book and if it's entertaining, if it's actually good. If it's like a 200, 300, 400 page book, it could take me like 2 to 3 days or 4 days depending on what I have to do. If it's like a huge 800 page book, it'd probably take me like a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks maximum because it's so big. It gets a little bit overwhelming, so I take it slow so I don't back out of my decision of reading it. So it takes me like 1, 2, 3 weeks maximum to read like an 800 page book. But usually like a normal sized book, it'd take me like 3 days maximum, like 3 days or 4, depends. I'm not a fast reader, but I'm not a slow reader. I'm like in the middle. Or books that you haven't finished. I don't like starting a book and not finishing it, so I don't have like any books I haven't finished. But there is one that I started like in middle school, and I've started that book billions of times and I still haven't finished it because I just started and I always get to the same point in the book and it frustrates me, and I'm going to get to that soon. I'm going to finish that book before this year ends. Maybird and the Ever After by Jodi Lynn Anderson. This is a book I got like in middle school, and it's like it's really old. It smells like middle school. But yeah, this book, I know it's good because I really liked it when I always read to like the middle, and it frustrates me. I have to finish it. I never finish it. Books that you didn't like. When a book is really hyped, I tend to read it because it's hyped for a reason. But there are books that are hyped that I don't plan on reading, like 50 Shades of Grey. I don't know, it's just been overhyped, and just by, I don't know, no, I'm not gonna read that. Probably never, ever. And another hyped book that I'm probably will never read is the Hush Hush series. I've heard a lot of bad things about that series, about people starting it and never finishing the series because it just gets worse and worse with each book. So I'm probably never gonna read that series. The Beautiful Creatures series, I've also heard the same thing, that it's really good. Like the first book's really good and the rest of it is crap. So I'm not gonna get into that series either. I don't like starting things without finishing them, so I probably won't get into that. Classics I didn't enjoy. I don't read many classics, and I need to read more classics. That's like on my bucket list. I need to read more classics because I'm way into YA. So, but I did read one classic for school, 100 Years of Loneliness by Gabriel Garcia Marquez. And I read this for school and I did not like it at all. It was so boring and stressful. There's so many characters in this book that I cannot. And it just never made sense. Family members connecting so many. I did not like it at all. I did not enjoy it. The plot was unreasonable and never enjoyed this. And it's a huge classic in my country. Books you bought for the intellectualness of it all. And I don't buy books to like learn anything. I buy books because I enjoy reading and I love to read. I did get 3 books in the beginning of the year for the intellectualness of it all because I'm really into filmmaking and I want to study production. So I asked for these 3 books, which are all on film, like the film industry and production and all these kind of things, and they're so cool. And I haven't read them, but I really want to read them before March because I'm probably heading off to university to study this, so I want to get into these before I go. The first one is digital video, and it's really cool. It has all about editing and production, and it's so awesome about like the images and the lighting, and it's so cool. And I asked for this specifically because I saw it and I just fell in love with it. And it's really heavy, so yeah. Next one I got as a gift, which is Lo que nunca se contó del cine, which are like hidden mysteries about the film industry. And it seems really interesting, and it has like pictures, and it's really cool. And it's by Peter Bart. Another one is Breve Historia del Cine, which is like a brief history of film and movies and all that stuff. And it's really cool because it has like from Marilyn Monroe, Audrey Hepburn, Charlie Chaplin, a bunch of film legends, and I can't wait to get to this too. It's awesome. Books that you borrowed and never returned. Again, I do not borrow books. I don't have many friends that read. I'm the only person I know between my friend group that has a book collection, so I don't have people to borrow books from. They usually like borrow books from me, but yeah, I don't borrow books. So that's it for these Reader's Confessions tag. I hope you enjoyed. I really enjoyed this tag. Thank you, Emily, for tagging me. So I'm going to tag Sarah from Freedom Booktube. I hope you do this, Sarah. Hope you enjoyed as much as I did. And I'll see you guys next time in another video. Bye!